Hello, and welcome to the 2026 Atlanta Braves, um, I guess season preview for their minor leagues teams this season. Little layout of the episode: we're gonna go through the teams under the Braves organization, and then go through the top 10 list that Eli and I have created ourselves, and talk about some prospects that like our top 10 list of prospects. You want to lead us through the teams?
Yeah, sure. Um, so the Braves single A team is the Augusta Green Jackets. They are located in North Augusta, South Carolina. Their ballpark is SRB Park. You put that this one was your favorite one. What makes it that?
Just the view and the um I'm a big fan of like the backdrop to stadiums. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
And SRP Park, like, it sits right on the river. Like, the river's in right field. There's a giant hotel in left field. It doesn't give like a single A ballpark feel. It
that makes
gives
sense.
it gives a bigger stadium feel than just a single A ballpark, to be honest with you. There's a ton of seating here too. Like, for a single A ballpark, this could qualify as some double A stadiums, to be 100% with you. So that's why this checks off my list for the like my favorite ballpark in the entire Braves organization.
Okay. They play in the Carolina League, the South Division. Their record last year was 67 and 62. The high A team for the Braves are the Rome Emperors. I agree with you. I love this logo.
It's a solid logo.
It's a real solid logo. They're located in hmm?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
They're located in Rome, Georgia. Their stadium is Advent Health Stadium. They play in the South Atlantic League, the South Division. Their record last year was 58 and 70. What were you gonna say?
Yeah. So the thing to note about the Braves organization is they've had a lot of um, changes within their minor leagues over the past few years. In the fact that Rome used to be the Rome Braves, and they've done a whole logo change now to the Rome Emperors. Um, I think it's so interesting. Like, it's very unique. I can only think of one other sports teams when we talk like professional and college that has a like a penguin as their mascot, and that's Youngstown, Ohio, the college in Youngstown. Um, sorry, what'd you say?
No, it was a grand.
And then they this next team you're going to talk about. I'll let you talk about them first, and then we can go deeper into them.
Okay, so the Double A team for the Braves are the Columbus Clingstones. They were formerly known as the Mississippi Braves. They're now located in Columbus, Georgia. Um, the stadium is Synovus
Yeah,
Park.
Synovus Park. Yeah,
It was newly renovated. They play
had to
in the
be.
Southern League in the South Division. The record last year was 58 in 77.
Yeah. So the Braves moved their Double A team from Jackson, Mississippi. Which, if any Braves fan have been to this stadium, like, this stadium was kind of in the middle of nowhere, Mississippi. Um, I think this gets a lot more. Like, if you think about it, okay, if you think about this, the amount of traction that the Braves are bringing to their organization with like with where their teams are located, right? Like, they had they had the Braves in Mississippi. Nobody wanted to go to that stadium. That stadium was a dump. They move him to Columbus, Georgia, which is just on the border of the Alabama-Georgia line. So now you got a lot of the college kids from Auburn going to catch games in Columbus. Now, is Columbus the greatest area? No, but still, it's right over the bridge, right over the state line. And honestly, the renovations they've done to this stadium is really nice since the stadium was stopped being used. Like now it's being used full 100%.
Yeah.
They've added seating. I think they threw a new jumbotron in the outfield.
They renovated the whole thing.
Yeah, I think they're getting ready to add a whole new club section too. I think that's what's
I
in the
believe
talks right
so.
now. So, but no, like Columbus has really welcomed the fact of having a minor league baseball team to their town.
Mm-hmm.
And okay, I'm gonna say another thing after you talk about the next team because I want to talk about how much I like this. Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna go back to something real quick.
Go ahead.
You talked about teams that use penguins. We missed an obvious one.
Oh my gosh, I forgot about the Pittsburgh Penguins, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't know why. That's crazy that Youngstown State came to my head before the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Pittsburgh. The Braves AAA team are the Gwinnett Stripers. They are located in Lawrenceville, Georgia. They play at Coolray Field. They play in the International League. Their record last year was 63-87.
Yeah. So what I was gonna say is, I genuinely enjoy it whenever major league teams put their minor league teams near their stadiums. Like the fact that is Augusta or the Green Jackets in technically South Carolina, yes, but at the same point in time, like that's not far at all from Georgia, at all. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was looking to see if like the Green Jackets had a home series while the Masters was going on at Augusta National.
I don't think
Sorry,
so.
they don't, unfortunately. Uh, that'd be like a great. I don't know. That'd get butts and seats, that's for sure. You know, they probably would sell out almost every night.
Hold up. You're talking about the Green Jackets, right?
Yeah, what are you thinking I was talking about?
Why would they be? What would they have to do with the Masters?
Like the golf tournament?
Yes.
No, I'm just saying like if the Augusta had a home series while the Masters golf tournament was going on, like that would get fans to the stadium.
They're in South Carolina.
Dude, do you not know that North Augusta is only 11 minutes from downtown Augusta, Georgia?
It's that close?
Yes, it's right over the state line. Augusta's
Oh, I didn't
split
know
by
it
the
was
state
that
line.
close.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like that's why their name is the Green Jackets because of the green jacket from the Masters tournament.
I got that part.
But that's
I
what I'm
just
saying.
didn't know it was that close to the state line.
Like if we were Braves fans, this would be one of those things that like, all right, we're gonna load the kids up in the car for the week, and we're just gonna go travel and watch. We're gonna start in Augusta, then we're gonna go to Rome, then Columbus, go to Gwinnett, and then we're gonna top off with the Braves. Like you could do all of these in like a week or two if you really wanted to travel and see every team play. You know? Okay. All right. I'm gonna kick us off on. Is there anything else you want to talk about the teams, or are you ready to get into our top 10?
Good.
Okay. So the Braves only have two players in their organization that cracked the top 100 list for the MILB list. Number one on our list and the highest ranked player is Cam Camnetti, the left-handed pitcher. He comes in as the number 68th ranked prospect in all of minor league baseball. Camnetti comes in with a 2-4 record last year, a 3.09 ERA, 70 innings pitched, 90 Ks over the 70 innings. Average against him of 229 and a whip of 126. He had 17 starts last year between rookie ball and single A. Let me preface, all the stats you will hear that we give, if we don't specify like this person played one, this is a combination of all the stats from that season, from 2025, or last year's stats. He was the 24th pick in the 2024 draft. He was the Braves' first draft pick. Only 19 years old. He, like, I understand that the ERA is still solid. I mean, he's averaging 22 strikeouts an inning. I personally think, he has a good 3-pitch mix. He's got a fastball that sits mid to low 90s. It's got up to 97. It does ride and carry in the zone. That's like the pitch he throws over 50% of the time. He's got a slider and a changeup. The big question is, how will his curveball look this year? Because that is a pitch that he has need to work on. I think his focus right now needs to be more on getting a fourth pitch as well as raising the velocity a little bit in that fastball so he can do some blow by some guys. I see a lot of potential with this guy. Like a mid to upper rotation guy for the Braves in the future. The fact that he's still going to be a teenager this season, and this being his second year of professional baseball, right now he is assigned to the Green Jackets. Yeah, I mean, he's one of the ones that it's he's got this stuff, but we'll see how good this will be the year to really tell and see how he settles in,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to take us to number 2? I'll do all the odds, you do all the evens.
2 on our list is J.R. Ritchie. He's a right-handed pitcher. He was the 2025 Baseball America Braves Minor League Player of the Year. Played high A, double A, and triple A. Most of his time was in triple A. In 26 starts, he was 8-6. Had a 2.64 ERA. 140 innings pitched. 140 Ks. A 175 average against him. And a 1.01 whip. Those are some good stats for 26 starts.
Yeah, not at all bad for a 20 plus start season. Not at all. I mean, you can't really be upset if you're averaging a strikeout an inning, but I know more people, especially Braves fans, are going to want more production in the strikeout factor than just averaging one an inning,
Yeah.
I will say this though. The one thing to note for Ritchie is 2025 was his, so gets drafted in 22, 23 in May of 23 he gets shut down for the season due to needing Tommy John. 24 comes and only throws, I think it was like 50 innings in 24. Still had good stuff, but 25 was I would be like really his first full season as a pitcher in professional baseball.
He has a fastball that sits mid-90s, a slider that's low 80s, and a changeup that's low 80s. Fact that it's only a 3-pitch rotation is impressive with those numbers.
Well, he is expanding a little bit. He's added a curveball this spring training as well as a cutter.
Okay. He has been assigned to Gwinnett. So
Yeah,
that's
but
where he's going to start the year.
honestly, with the injury to that pitching staff in Atlanta, he could come up as a back end rotation guy.
I could see that, yeah.
Yeah. One thing that he does do good a lot is his swing and misses. Like he gets a lot of guys to chase stuff. Whether that's in the zone or out the zone, he gets them to chase.
That's always a good thing from a pitcher.
Okay. Owen Murphy comes in at number 3 on our list, the right-handed pitcher. He only had 7 games this past season, but in these 7 games, he had a 3-0 record, a 1.19 ERA, pitched 30 and a third innings with 34 strikeouts, had an average against him of 147 and a .69 WHIP. He did play rookie ball in high A. He had 1 start in rookie ball, and then the rest of his 6 starts came from his time in Rome. He is the 2022 first-round draft pick for the Braves. The guy is only 22. He was drafted, actually, believe it or not, straight out of high school. This is another guy that has had Tommy John. I think he had it in 2024 and then came back in, I want to say, late July of 25. So 26 will be his first full season on the mound since Tommy John. He's got a low 90s fastball. I think the issue is seeing how he can get velocity back on that since being injured. I don't know if we want to call it a slider, if we want to call it a cutter. Because it's like when you watch him throw this pitch, it literally looks more like a cutter than a slider. He grips it like a slider, but it moves like a cutter. But he throws that slider cutter at the mid 80s. His curveball's in the mid 70s, and his changeup still kind of working on it. I think the issue with him right now is finding a grip feel for the changeup and seeing what he likes more out of it. As of right now, he is assigned to high A, but I don't expect him to spend much time in high A. I would say that he's a guy that could potentially make it all the way up to AAA by the end of the year.
I think it all just depends on how his arm holds up.
Yeah, I definitely don't think they're gonna come out and try to like beginning of the season just like I definitely think he's gonna be on a pitch count or an innings limit to start him off, and then once he starts feeling good or the organization feels good, they'll let him go, in all honesty.
Yeah, I think that'll be the best thing.
That's what I got. Yeah, I'm good.
Number 4 on our list is Tate Salvesen. Is that how you say his last name?
Your guess is as good as mine, but I'm gonna go with that.
He's a shortstop outfielder. He was a 2025 first-round draft pick. Only played 15 games in Single A, but boasted a 219 average, 242 on-base percentage, 297 slugging, 0 home runs, 6 RBIs, and 3 stolen bases. Has above average bat control and makes good contact. but tends to be really aggressive while at the plate. Has great speed and a solid arm. The Braves have announced that they plan to develop him as a shortstop, so I don't think he'll be in the outfield anymore.
Yeah, I think the thing to talk about here first is Tate's family is full of high baseball products. His brother, I think his older brother Ty, was a 4th round pick to the Cubs in 2024. So Ty has a twin brother, T, who pitched at Southern Cal. I think he's now at somewhere in Nevada. And then they have a younger brother. So it's Ty and T are the two oldest, and they're twins, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Tate is the middle brother, like in age wise. He was drafted out of high school. And then there's a younger brother, whose name is Troy. So a lot of T's in this family. And Troy's
Jeez.
committed to go play at Oregon State. And they all
Okay.
came through the basic. Where's this out of? Hold on. I want to figure out what state this is out of. Yeah, basic high school in Nevada. All these brothers came out of it. So, whatever, like, it seems like their father is just, when these kids come out and they can start walking or going through, like, straight going, they got a glove on their arms. I will say this, Tate is, like, kind of, like, known as the best one out of this family. He was the Braves' 2025 draft pick. This past year, he's a 22nd pick. But for a kid that came out of high school and went straight to single A and, did what he did, like, he honestly, I think he has, the ceiling for him is extremely high. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The question is where they stick him at. In all seriousness, like, where do you stick this guy at?
They've already said he's going to be at shortstop.
Yeah, but all the scouts mention him being so good in the outfield. So this is a guy, like, I guess if we have a guy like this, I just want to start this for, like, the show's history. We're gonna give him what we call the Tommy Edman tag or the Brendan Donovan tag, where they could play
Gosh.
7 games in a week and could play in 7 different positions that one week. You know what I mean? And Tate could be that kind of guy.
Who knows?
Okay. Number 5 on our list is Briggs McKenzie. This is the 4th round draft pick of the 2025 draft for the Braves. Another high school kid out of North Carolina. Was committed to LSU, but decided to come to the Braves, and I think the reason he did that was because the Braves gave him like $3 million to sign.
I'd have done the same thing.
They gave him, like, this dude got a 1st round bonus being a 4th round draft pick. So the Braves really want him to come in to into the organization. One thing to note though is Mackenzie Gore, the pitcher in the MLB right now, him and Briggs are like kind of trained together. He is compared a lot to Mackenzie Gore, and I think what that has to do is the fact that he is from North Carolina as well. He is a left-handed pitcher. His fastball, he's a low 90s fastball that does have arm side run. So if you're a left-handed hitter, that ball is going to fall inside to them. To the right-handed hitter, it's going to fall away. His curveball is upper 70s. As any scouting report will tell you this is his best pitch. And as he gets older and develops it more in professional baseball against better talent, I think this pitch can only get better. He does have a changeup. It's in the low 80s. I think the only issue they have for him, and I think this is simply because of the fact like he's just been playing 7-inning games. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so the question is, can he have the ability to play against better talent and have the arm strength to go deeper into innings than playing in high school?
Mm-hmm.
The thing about him though is he's only 19. He's 6'2", 190 pounds, and he's 19. I would say let him develop a little bit. I don't think expect him, unless he just comes out here and for 2 years just absolutely crushes it. I wouldn't say expect him to be up anywhere anytime like that soon, close to being to the majors. But that's just my opinion on the situation.
No, I agree. I completely agree.
That's all I got on
Next
him.
on our list. Yeah, I figured. Number 6 on our list is you're gonna have to do this one for me.
Dieter Fuentes.
Okay. Played in high A, double A, and triple A. He's a right-handed pitcher. Played 13 games in the minors last year. He played 4 games in the majors as well, so I'm gonna give his stats for in the minor league, and then his stats in the majors. Minor league, he was 1-7, 4.58 ERA, 57 innings pitched, 71 Ks, 232 average against him, and a 1.14 WHIP. In the majors, he was 0-3. Had a 13.85 ERA, 13 innings pitched, 12 Ks, 383 average against him, and a 223 WHIP. He's currently assigned to the MLB team, but if he's 4 games into the majors and he's lost 3 and he's got a 13 plus ERA, he definitely needs more time in the minors.
Yeah, I think that that is kind of like a consensus in the Braves front office is maybe they called him up too soon. Personally, I think you need to stick him. Like, I understand that he's already had MLB time, but I would stick him maybe AAA, potentially even AA. Majority of his time came in AAA last year, and that's where his numbers were the best, to be quite honest with you. And so I think you stick him at AAA, let him develop a little bit more. He's only 20 years old, but let him get some more time to develop what he needs to develop before he could, before he becomes a standard MLB guy. He's got a fastball, slider, and a splitter, but the splitter's not thrown that much. He also has a curveball, but it's like he can fill the zone. That's not an issue. I think the issue is just giving him time to develop what he needs to develop, you know? So, moving on to number 7 on our list, and quite honestly, not higher in some rankings. Maybe it's just we don't get something in this situation. Um, like I don't know what. I guess I'm confused. I don't know.
About what?
Number 7 on our list is right-handed pitcher Ian Meha.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just read these stats, okay? He was so last year he played in Double A and Triple A. I'm gonna look. Hold on, give me 1 sec, because this just shocks me. Unless I'm missing something completely. Do some research and see if he has Tommy John right now or something like that, if you don't mind, while I talk about him. Because like I'm so confused. This is a guy who he pitched in Double A and Triple A. Majority of his games came from Double A. He had 1 start in Triple A at I believe the end of the season. He was 12-3 last year with a 2.67 ERA. He had 131 and a third innings pitched, 109 strikeouts, a 2.17 average against them, and a 110 WHIP. Like MILB doesn't even have this dude on the top 30 list. I understand that he's 26, but at the same point in time, the stats speak for themselves. And this dude's an 11th round draft pick from 2022. He's got a fastball that sits low 90s. He's got a slider, which is his go-to pitch. It was kind of like a 50. He threw that just as much as his fastball last year. He's got a changeup, and he's been working on a splitter as well. The changeup's like mid to low 80s. He's assigned to Double A right now, and like I don't see why this dude's not higher up. You know what I mean?
I mean, he hasn't had Tommy John.
No, and that's the thing is, it's like he's not even on the MILB's top 30 list, and so it's just shocking that like I don't think a lot of Braves like diehard Braves fans know about this guy, but in my opinion, this is a guy that there's no reason why he shouldn't be starting in AAA this year. Like right now he's assigned to AA, but he should be a AAA guy in my opinion.
Who knows? I mean,
Okay. That's all I got for Ian.
okay. Number 8 on our list is Luke Sennard. He's a right-handed pitcher. He played single A and high A. Dude is 6'8". We are talking Randy Johnson on the mound. 2025 will be his first full season since Tommy John. He blew his arm out in college.
Yeah, believe it or not, he was playing at Indiana when he did that.
So, 16 games last year. Had a record of 2-6, 2.86 ERA, 72 and a third innings pitched, 86 Ks, 213 average against him, and a 1.18 WHIP.
Do you mind if I read his college stats really quick?
Sure.
Okay, so this is his 1 year. He went to Western Kentucky and then transferred from Bowling Green in Western Kentucky to Indiana. His 1 year with the Hoosiers, he had 16 appearances. He had a 6-3 record, a 4.27 ERA. He pitched over 86 innings and had 114 strikeouts. The batting average against him was a 249. I think his big issue, though, to be quite honest with you, is the amount of home runs he gave up. He did give up 15 home runs that season.
Oof.
But still, like a 6-3 record, 114 strikeouts over 86 and 1/3 innings.
That's good.
So I don't know. I guess like I like it. Like I don't mind his stats. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. So, but has a fastball low to mid 90s, curveball in the upper 70s, a slider mid 80s, and a changeup that's in the low 80s, but not used very much.
The thing about his sliders, it's also like it's also like a cutter. It doesn't have a lot of side to side break, but does have a lot of like vertical downwards break.
Yeah.
Um, the one thing to talk about though, I will say this is he did play in the AFL last year. You know, the Arizona Fall League. And
Mhm.
this dude was touching like high 90s. Sometimes with his fastball, like 98, 99. But no. So having a frame like 6'8", standing on a mound like that, yeah. You got anything else for him?
No, that's it.
Okay. Moving on to number 9 on our list, Diego Torres. He okay. He signed last year in 2025 out of the international pool with the Braves. He is from Cuba, but trained out of Dominican Republic. I think he was like number 15 at the time on the top 50 list. Um, he played in the Dominican Summer League for the Braves, which is like another branch off of rookie ball. Um, over 32 games, he had a 279 average, a 395 on base percentage, a 402 slugging percentage. Had no home runs. Did have 13 RBIs and 24 stolen bases. So definitely has some speed. He is a switch hitter. Um, he already stands out with the frame of being 6'2" at 178 pounds. Generates more power though from his left side. And has an above average arm strength to play the outfield position. Um, Comparisons from the scouts give a little bit more towards a Anthony Santander comparison to him in the outfield. But this is a guy, I mean, he's only 17 years old. Uh, this isn't so much to say like, oh, he'll be in the majors in 2 years, as much as it is this is a guy that if you want to jump on the Diego Torres train hot and quick, this is the year to do it. They have him assigned again to play in the Dominican Summer League. I could potentially see them bringing him to the States to play with the Complex League at some point.
I could see that.
So, that is all I got for Diego.
Um, Number 10 and last on our list is Connor Essenberg. He's an outfielder. He was a 2025 fifth round draft pick. Um, Bats righty, throws lefty. I'm guessing the note you put on here is from his college time.
No, so another high school kid out of Illinois actually
Okay.
signed for 1.2 million, was committed to go to Kentucky. Like many high schoolers, was a pitcher, wasn't just a PO, pitched and played in the outfield. Um a lot of people like his arm. Like I think he's one of those guys that, depending on the team that drafted him or that got him, they would have determined what he would have done. But the Braves would rather him keep his bat and be able to hit and play in the outfield than just throw him as a PO.
Okay.
He does have like a very aggressive swing, and I've seen it, and it is very aggressive. Like he attacks the baseball. In all seriousness, he really attacks the baseball.
Jeez.
But a lot of people think that just based on his arm strength and his power and his bat alone, that he would be like the right fielder you put in the lineup simply for his bat.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if his bat doesn't work out, he can always fall back on his mid to upper 90s fastball. So, but yeah, he'll be a complex league guy down in Florida this upcoming season.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, the dude's only 19 years old and he's 6'2", 200 pounds. They don't estimate him to get to the majors till 2029. So don't expect him to be on your TV anytime soon.
Yeah.
You got anybody else you want us to talk about?
No, that was it.
Okay. So that is going to be our recap, or like our looking forward to for the Atlanta Braves for the 2026 season. Make sure to give us a follow on Instagram, Around the Minor League. There you can find our links to our YouTube, our Apple podcast, and our Spotify. Go ahead and go on there and YouTube, subscribe, and turn on the notifications. And then on Apple and Spotify, follow the channel. That way you're able to be notified whenever we make our post. Yeah. So that is it for us, and we'll see you on the next episode.